Breaking news, Nigerians. Tinubu breaks silence, sends big message to Atiku, Peter Obi over February 25th election rigging war. See Tinubu's shocking message as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who will take over office as president in May, has raised a troubling alarm about a plan to allegedly disrupt the process of his swearing-in on May 29th. In a statement released through his Director of Public Affairs, Festus Keyamo-San, Tinubu said that the plotters were responsible for the recent protest in the Federal Capital Territory, which were organized to get Nigerians to reject the results of the February 25th presidential elections. The newly elected president issued a warning to those who might attempt to establish an interim national government, alleging that certain candidates who were unsuccessful in their bid for the presidency and their supporters were plotting for such a government. He noted that such actions would be in violation of certain provisions of the Constitution. Keyamo warned individuals involved in the conspiracy to speed up the changeover process, that the appropriate security agencies were aware of their plans. Enough is enough. Their continuous determination to dare us should cease forthwith. We are not lacking in capacities and capabilities. Our silence should not be taken for cowardice. He emphasized that candidates for president who were dissatisfied with the outcome of their petitions before the court should wait for the pronouncement of the judicial system. My country people, this is really happening. We have been seeing series of prophecies from different men of God, different apostles, who have been prophesying that Bola Ahmed Tinubu would be stopped on his inauguration day, on May 29th, when President Muhammad Buhari will be swearing in as the new president of this country. That something terrible would happen that day, that an interim government would take over and then Tinubu would be stopped. We have been seeing series of prophecies. Prophecies have been coming in here and there. And with how Nigerians have been taking this issue, most people have even gone to the street to protest against Bola Ahmed Tinubu and against the INEC, that these elections that has been conducted, the February 25th presidential elections, was rigged and the results manipulated. And as such, Nigerians are not ready to accept the fact that Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerged as the president-elect, being that INEC, had stolen the vote of the people and gave it to one particular presidential candidate. So they said no. Meanwhile, other political parties who lost at the elections, the likes of Peter Obi and the Atiku Abubakar, have already signed and delivered their petitions before the court, and we are waiting for the court's judgment concerning this issue. Meanwhile, in other reports, in response to claims that Bola Ahmed Tinubu met in secret with the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Mr. Olukayode Ariwola, in London, United Kingdom, to win over the judiciary as his opponents fight to overturn his mandate. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Nigerian president-elect, following the conduct of the February 25th elections, has debunked such claims. It has been reported by Information Nigeria that Yusuf Babadati Ahmed, the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, has also claimed on Twitter that the president-elect met the CJN in London and that the Chief Justice of Nigeria, have been having secret meetings with Bola Ahmed Tinubu in London. That is why so many people had really, talked about this issue. But then Tinubu came out and released a statement and said, he is in France and thus couldn't be able to attend any meeting in London because he is serving as the Director and Media and Publicity of the All Progressive Congress APC Presidential Campaign Council. So he cannot be in London to meet with the Chief of Justice. And as such, Nigerians should debunk such claims that those rumors were false. He couldn't have done such a thing. He cannot compromise himself and the APC by going ahead and having secret meetings with the CJN. So my country people, what are your thoughts concerning this? Because Tinubu has really, in fact, he has sent a big message to Atiku, to Peter Obi supporters, the Obedient, and the PDP supporters that, see, they should be very careful. They should tread with caution because he has known their plans, that they have plans to disrupt his inauguration process. He's swearing in on May 29th, but it won't work because security agencies are well aware of their plans, of their plot, and as much, they will be stopped on that day. And he made this known through, Festus Keyamo, who have stated that those who were responsible for the recent protests in the Federal Capital Territory, which were organized to get Nigerians to reject the result of the February 25th presidential elections, and no other person than those, presidential candidates that failed at the presidential election. But then, they should be certain that their plans would not hold, because he noted that such actions would be in violation of certain provisions of the Constitution, alleging that they must wait for the courts to deliver its judgment, for the judicial system to give its final judgment before they can go ahead and do what they want to do. But for now, Tinubu stands as the president-elect of this country, and there's nothing they can do about it. If they like, they should lay all manner of allegations and propagandas against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but then their plans will not work. So Tinubu has made it clear that they should desist from their plans. And also, he had debunked those claims that most people have been saying that he had gone to meet secretly with the Chief Justice of Nigeria, that he has never done that. In fact, he was in France when he saw the news, and he never had any secret meeting with the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Mr. Ariwola Olukayode. I'm dropping here, guys. What are your thoughts concerning this issue? Guys, kindly share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you. Bye for now.